Hello everyone, welcome to EDU 696. I'm Dr. Bridget Guenthner, and most everyone just calls me Dr. G because Guenthner is hard to say and spell, so it's not a problem. I'm very excited to teach this course, and you can read about my background in the instructor bio section if you're interested, but my contact email is there as well, which you will probably need at some point during the course. I have been an instructor at Ashford since 2011 in math and education departments, but since 2016 I've been solely focused on graduate work and education. So it's very exciting to work with you as you're wrapping up your journey. I am sure you are quite excited to reach this point as well. I do have high expectations for all of you, and I want to be sure they're clear at the start. So if you're going to use these items that I'm going to go through as a checklist, you'll be successful and we'll be able to make sure there are minimal issues, and it'll be another notch in your belt and you'll be moving forward. So first thing, there should be minimal errors in your work related to APA formatting, grammar, mechanics. You have resources that I've provided in the announcements. You have the Ashford Writing Center. At this level, articulation of ideas and thoughts is critical to your career and as an expectation for this course. If you are trying to prove a point, if you're trying to provide examples, evidence, whether it's a parent conference, whether you're presenting to the school board, or anywhere in between, if you have spelling mistakes and your sentences are unclear and you can't prove where your information has come from, it limits your credibility. So this is a very, very serious point, especially in the world of education. The next one, number 2, read your assignments carefully and review the rubric before you start and before you submit your work. I've had many students panic when they receive a grade and they don't understand why it was so low, they did everything, etc. But then when they go back, or I go back and double check, I'm happy to do so, by the way. I'll be happy to go back and double check because I'm human, I can make a mistake. But more often the case is they left off a part of the assignment. And again, you need to go through, print it out, check it off, do whatever you need to do, find your strategy that helps to make sure you address all aspects of an assignment. Every point is precious. You don't want to have to redo anything. So again, use those two things, the assignment as well as the rubric, to help. And ask me, which is number 3. Before you have an issue, don't ask me the night before. I may not be available that night to answer your questions. So make sure you're asking, look at the assignment at the beginning of the week to kind of get your head around what you need to do. I recently had a student who contacted me, and I'm not exaggerating, 2 weeks after the course ended, wanting to know if she could drop. That's not possible. So I can't do anything after the fact. If you contact me 2 days after an assignment is due and said you had computer issues, I can't help you. Which brings me to number 4. I will adhere strictly to Ashford policies. So make sure you read through the expectations announcement and any of the Ashford information that they provide specifically, and ask questions immediately. The biggest one here is academic dishonesty. And I've had probably one student in every course that I've taught, just about, where I've had to file academic dishonesty paperwork. Now, this includes not citing your own work, which is going to be a big part of this course. So make sure you are citing your original work. Make sure you are paraphrasing. Not everything should be direct quotes. Paraphrase, but still give credit. Use your APA manual. Use the resources that are provided. If you have a question before you submit, should I cite this? Ask me. I'm more than happy to respond. And I typically respond within 24 hours. If I know there may be a delay, I'll post it in the announcement saying I may not be available during these days, so you know. If I don't respond to you within 24 hours, I didn't receive your email. So I've had several, I don't know what the technical reason is, but they're not making it from your email to mine. So make sure that you're reaching out. If I don't respond via email, put it in the Ask Your Instructor tab and leave limited details, especially if it's a personal nature. but at least I know to look for your email in case it went to spam, in case it's marked some kind of weird way. So be sure to do that so I can communicate with you quickly and you get the answers that you need. As we are moving into discussions and responding in the discussion boards, you are encouraged and allowed to disagree with me and your classmates. This is healthy discourse. We're not supposed to agree with each other. In fact, we learn more when there is disagreement. However, be prepared to defend your stance with examples and evidence. You can't just say because you feel like it. Make sure you all are supporting your claims. And this is great practice because when you are conducting parent conferences, you just saying something about their child doesn't go well, especially if it's negative. You want to make sure that you have evidence to support. The same thing if you're trying to encourage some type of change on the local level, in your with your grade level, with the school level, if you're talking about district level, all of those things you need to have support for your ideas. And speaking of, if you have come across in your research in things that are happening in your schools, for those of you who are in a school right now, if you come across articles, videos, resources, any of those things, share those with me via email or in the Ask Your Instructor tab, and I'll go through and make sure things are appropriate to share with the class, and I'll happily add those to the announcements because we are our best sources of information. If you come across an idea or a strategy and it may not be relevant to what we're discussing in the discussion board, this is a great way, using the Ask Your Instructor or just emailing me directly, where we can still share that information, and that way we will all benefit from it. Because I'm still in the school, I'm the International Baccalaureate Coordinator, so I'm working with all teachers, all grade levels, all subjects, and so resources are always in need, and so that would be something that I know I would appreciate as well. So as we move forward, again, ask me for help ahead of time, communicate as effectively and efficiently as you possibly can, read through those assignments, and use each other as resources and for help. And I absolutely look forward to seeing you in the classroom.